The PARP protein plays an important role in a process called DNA damage repair. So if the DNA within a cell becomes damaged, either by a break in a single strand or a break in both strands of the DNA, there are proteins that get activated that help to repair that. And PARP is one of those. It is part of a complex of proteins that also involves some of the proteins that have been known to be involved in breast cancer, like BRCA1 and BRCA2. These are all proteins that help repair damaged DNA. Turns out cancers have very abnormal genetics, very abnormal genomes, and are undergoing a lot of ongoing DNA damage, and they really depend on these DNA repair pathways to maintain their ability to proliferate. Small cell lung cancer has very high levels of PARP. PARP is a protein that is highly expressed in small cell lung cancer. And it turns out that those small cell lung cancers that have high levels of PARP are quite sensitive to targeted inhibitors of PARP. There have been a number of preclinical studies now, really the first of these led by Lauren Byers at MD Anderson Cancer Center, showing that, number one, the PARP protein is overexpressed in small cell, and those tumors tend to be sensitive to PARP inhibitors. Again, these are targeted inhibitors, and there are a number of clinical trials now ongoing, either looking at PARP inhibitors as single agents or combining them with standard chemotherapy. One of the strategies that we're particularly interested in is combining them with DNA damaging agents. These are DNA repair pathways. This protein is involved in DNA repair. So if we give standard chemotherapy, some of which are DNA damaging, we can induce DNA breaks, and if we also then give a PARP inhibitor, we can prevent the repair of those breaks in the cancer cell, and we think we'll get synergy that way. We'll get more activity than you would get with either drug alone. So one of the trials that's ongoing now is to combine a PARP inhibitor with a drug temozolomide. This is a DNA damaging agent, and which has activity in small cell lung cancer. We're very interested to see what that combination yields, and that trial is being led by Kathy Pietanza, another colleague of mine at Memorial Sloan Kettering.